Hi, welcome to our very beautiful and sunny version of CardioFit. Today we're going to do supersets, which are 2 exercises that are performed immediately back to back, either the same muscle group or a different muscle group, and we're going to do a little bit of both. My name is Jennifer Menzer, if you haven't worked with me before, and this is my esteemed colleague, Emily. So we're gonna start up with a warm-up, and then we will get into our supersets. They're 30 seconds long with about a 15-second break. We're gonna go around twice, so if you only have 20 minutes, do the first half, and then go on your merry way. If you've got a full 45, stick with us, and we'll give you the burn that you're looking for and the body that you desire and deserve. All right, Em, we're gonna start out with a march. Basic march in place. You can use the hands, you can bring them on your hips, you can bring them in front, your choice. Just march it out. We're just gonna warm up the body, bring up our basal metabolic temperature, just so we get a little warmer. Helps us to stretch when we have a warm body as opposed to a cold body. Let's march it out a little bit wider on our mats. Remember to smile. Good. We're gonna go in, out, out. March in, march out, march out. In, out, out. Good. Try to get the heart rate a little bit higher up. Try to get the knees up a little higher. Out, out, in, out, in, and now keep it out, and then pause here. Good. We're gonna take high knee claps. Bring the right knee up or your left knee up, clap hands, open out, clap hands, down and in, down and in. Just picking up the knees a little higher. You'll feel stretch in your glutes, hamstrings. Maybe your abs begin to engage a little bit because we are getting those lower abdominals. Let's do 5 more here. 4, control your breathing and your pace. And last one, good. Wide legs here. We're going to do 3 repeater knees. First on our left side. Arms reach up diagonal, pull in, pull in, pull in, and then step, step, step. Side, side, side. Step, step, step. Pull, 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 step, step, step. Pull, pull, pull. Step, step. Last set. 2 and 3. Step, step, step. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So hopefully your heart rate is up. A little bit. Yeah. Talk test, few words there, no more than a few. Let's stretch out the quadriceps. Let's bring heel to glute first. Try to keep the knees close together. Abs are zipped, standing tall, shoulders back. If the balance is a challenge, grab onto something or grab onto your opposite ear. It's a nifty little trick that works for most.
Never heard that before.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Release, opposite side. Hug the heel in. Again, if the balance is challenged, grab onto the opposite ear. Think about keeping the knees together and then opening up that hip flexor. Chest back, shoulders broad and tall. Good. Release the leg down. Fix your mat if you got a bubble. And then we're going to come into our hamstring stretch. Let's bring right foot forward first. Back leg, slight bend in the knee. Hands interlace. Bring it onto the thigh. Gaze down at the floor so you keep a neutral neck. What that means is ears are in line with the shoulders. And let's round the spine and roll it up. Opposite side. Hands come onto the thigh. Slight bend in the right knee. Neck is long, so your gaze is down toward the floor. Probably just at the tip of your mat or about a foot or 2 in front of your feet. And release, roll it up. Interlace the hands, bring them up to the ceiling, grab onto your right wrist, take it over to the left. Cleansing, deep breath in, whether you're indoors or out. Let's switch the wrists, grab onto the opposite wrist, take it up, and then over to the opposite side. Cleansing, deep breath in, and release, arms up, and bring them down. One palm on top of the other. Reach the arms forward. You can take a staggered stance like me or a double stance like Em. Drop the chin, round the spine. You're gazing it right down at your belly button. And release. Interlace the hands behind your back, and as Susan says, you're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together and then palm the hands as if you're dropping a hard-boiled egg right into the hands. Perfect. Gently release, shake it out. Let's do a tricep stretch overhead. And gently release, opposite side. Grabbing either above or below the elbow, never on the joint. Engage the abs, tuck the tailbone in, and release. So our first set of supersets are going to be yoga supersets. We're going to start out with Warrior 2 to Skandasana. If you're not familiar with Skandasana, it looks just like a side lunge. Emily, I'm going to use your mat for a moment. So
Okay.
Skandasana, we come down, flat foot, heel lifted. If that doesn't work, take it as a traditional side lunge. We're going to start out with our right foot forward, left leg back in Warrior 2, bend the knee. Knee is on the pinky side edge, back of the foot parallel to your mat. Reach the arms long. All right, 30 seconds between Warrior 2 and Skandasana. Here we go. Skandasana down and back up, Warrior 2. Good. Remember, you can always lunge like this if it does not feel good. Otherwise, the heel lifts. Take your time. Good form is paramount. It's so much more important than just the flow. Good, we're about halfway there. Hopefully you're feeling it in the left quad when you press into Skandasana, and then again into the right quad when you come back into that definitive Warrior 2. 30 seconds, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Let's switch legs. Left foot forward, right foot back. Hopefully your heart rate is coming up. I know mine is. These are metabolic. Reach the arms out, set that Warrior 2, and here we go. Skandasana first. Warrior 2. Good. Drop it low. If it is too hard to come low, stay high. You'll know that you're too low if your back foot, heel, lifts up when you're in Skandasana. So it would be here like this. It's unstable and it's not so great for the hips. So maybe you're just here. Challenging but successful is what we're always looking for. Last one here, Skandasana and Warrior 2. Good. All right. Our next one, we're gonna go between a three-legged dog to a knee to nose. So let's bring it down to the floor, hands down. We'll bring the right leg up first. Find your three-legged dog. Emily, you and I are gonna bend the knee. Those of you at home, if you have the length, bring the leg back. We have a little bit of a fence issue. From here, we're gonna reach forward, knee to nose, reach it back. Knee to nose, reach it back. Notice that our shoulders are rounding forward over our hips. We're not staying in the down dog position, but coming forward, almost as if we're coming into a plank position. That movement is going to strengthen the shoulders, as well as the triceps and your pec major and minor. You're also working the lats and the rear delts doing this as well. 3 seconds, 2, and last one. Come back to your down dog, reset your hands, and then let's lift the left leg up. All right, here we go. Down dog, knee to nose. Down dog, knee to nose. Take your time. We're doing this for 30 seconds. Whether you get 10, Emily gets 15, I only get 8, it doesn't matter. Most important is good form and the breath. Breath is paramount. Good, we're more than halfway there. We've got actually about 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to down dog, and then let's walk it forward. Come all the way up, standing, and bring the hands to heart center. Let's find a little grounding because our next exercise is going to be a balance challenge as well. So we're coming into Skandasana, but this time we're moving between Skandasana and Goddess Pose. Goddess Pose, horse pose, as it's always known, as also known. It's a wide-legged, laterally facing toes lunge, or you can also pigeon toe. We're gonna choose the lateral version. So let's bring the feet out, and then we come into Goddess Pose, and then Skandasana on the left. You ready, Em?
Ready?
All right, here we go. Goddess Pose, Skandasana on the left. Goddess Pose, Skandasana on the left. Good. Core is strong, abs engaged. Try to keep the tailbone tucked as you come into the Goddess Pose. If you'd like, you can bring the arms out for more of a challenge. Hands above the heart, more cardiovascular. Let's do the last one here and come back to center. All right, opposite side. This time we're going to the right.
Okay.
Fix the feet. And then here we go. Goddess pose, Skandasana on the right. Goddess pose, Skandasana. Good. Reach. Skandasana is one of my favorite poses. It's a wonderful hip opener, hamstring stretch, and it's really challenging. Nice little benefit of both, right?
Yes.
10 more seconds here. Squat it down and side lunge. Or goddess, Skandasana. Let's do one more here. And release, shake it out. All right. We have another balance challenge. This time we're moving to Dekasana, which is airplane arms to an airplane arm-based crescent pose. We'll start with the right leg in front. Come into warrior three. Arms reach forward, legs reach back, and then dial the arms back so that we're in the airplane Dekasana arms. From here, lunge, step back with the left foot, look up, tall and strong. We go back in. Whoop. Find the balance. And back in. This is gonna bring our heart rate down a teeny bit, but the most important part is the balance and the core strength. Good, you come down when you're ready, you come back up when you're ready. This is our last one. Come into the lunge and then switch it out. We start out warrior three. Reach the arms long, leg long, making a big T with the body, and then bring the arms down, Dekasana arms. Good, here's the lunge. Lunge down, Dekasana arms. Whoop. Catch the balance if you lose it. And you can always choose to keep the toes down the whole time in the back. What that would look like is the lunge here, and then upper body moves. Lunge here, and reach. 5 more seconds. Let's make this the last one. And lunge. Good, nicely done. Shake it out, come out. All right.
Hard to keep that balance.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Challenge.
Okay, we're gonna move right along. So now we're going into our mini kickboxing portion. Squat, reverse balance kick. Kick with the heel, as if you're trying to shut the door with the back of the heel. Hands go wherever you want. Squat, left leg reaches back. Squat, left leg back. Squeeze your buns, reach that leg back, and high. So you get a little bit more of that hamstring extension. Good. Hands are in guard, as Susan would say, or you can keep them on your hips, or reach them forward. Maybe a little easier to balance that way. Good, a lot of balance challenge here, a lot of core challenge here. Keep the abs engaged, the shoulders down, the chest wide. Let's do one more on this side, Emily. Good, and then switch it out, going right back into the squat. Squat, right leg kick, lead with the heel. Reach it back, good. Nicely done. Stay with it. If you're starting to build a sweat, it's exactly what we want. High intensity or low intensity, your choice, whether you're hopping, bounding, or moving with a slower leg, doesn't matter. Good. Let's do one more here. And kick. Good. Shake it out. May feel a little bit in the low back. Definitely normal. We were just working the posterior chain. Emily, I'm gonna have us stagger a little bit so we don't kick each other. Now, side kick, front kick. Left leg first. So you're on that balanced right leg, bend in the knee. Pick an object to kick at. Side kick, come back to center. Front kick, come back to center. We do lean back a little bit on the front kick. Ready, Em? 30 seconds. Here we go. Focus on the breath. And find something to look at. A lot harder if you're looking around the room. So think about something that you want to be your target. Good. Nice and strong through the core, shoulders down, and you're extending through the leg. Lead with the heel, not with the toe. Otherwise, it's just a flick. You wouldn't do anything if you were kicking somebody, and you can hurt your ankle. Let's make this the last one here. Side kick and front kick. Good. Right over to the other side. Left leg dominant. Here we go. Side kick, front kick. This is my non-dominant side, so this one's harder for me. You guys can see that I'm kicking a lot lower. I am a lefty through and through. So everyone's got a harder side, everyone's got an easier side. Honor it, don't get mad at it. Hone it, hone that strength. Keep the core strong, abs engaged, it'll help to protect the lower back. Let's do 3 more here. Kick it out. 2, nice and strong. Strong mind, strong body. And 1, good. Whew. Let's grab some water.
Abs.
Oh yeah. Okay. Burpees to mountain climbers.
Okay.
You can't get away from them, you can't run away from them. They're amazing, they really are. So, we're gonna come down for 1 burpee. Down, out. Then mountain climber, in, up. 30 seconds. Ready?
I think so.
Okay, here we go. Down, out, mountain climber, forward, and up. Down, out, mountain climber, in, maybe you add a hop. Your choice, you can step it or jump it. Nice and strong. We've got 3 more. Land softly in the hands, land softly with the feet. I don't want to anger if you have neighbors downstairs, and you want to keep it in the muscle, not the joints. Last one. Mountain climber, jump it, and up. Nicely done. Okay. Whew, we're coming down for push-ups.
Okay.
So as you may or may not know, I have a little bit of a wrist injury, so when I'm putting my full body weight on my wrist, it doesn't feel too great, actually hurts. So if you have that same issue at home, rolled up towel, you can get these at any sporting goods store. You can use a frozen plastic water bottle. That would probably be my best option, either one of these or the frozen bottle or the towel. Be careful what you put your hands on. You want to always make sure safety is foremost. So push up and then high plank knee to elbow. So I'll give you a little demo. You can be on toes or on knees. Push up, knee to elbow, or push up, knee to elbow. Let's get set.
All right.
Who's excited?
30 seconds.
Yes. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. Push up, knee to elbow. Either down on knees or up high. You can also jump it or tap and walk it, your choice. Try to keep the eyes of the elbows facing in as opposed to forward so they're not in hyperextension. And keep the hands nice and flat if you're on the ground, with your middle fingers facing what would be your 12 o'clock. This is the last one. Excellent, come on down. Oh, extra push up from Emily. All right, I got a little sweat, so we're gonna wipe it off, and then we're going into our next round. We've got dips to a knee in kettlebell style crunch. With our dips, we're coming down sideways, hands down, either both feet down, dipping here, or one leg up. You have that choice. For the crunches, imaginary kettlebell, you can grab a ball, you can grab a child's toy. If you're in the, if you're in the library. If you're in the hotel, grab the Bible or grab a magazine. And then we reach out, arms long, knees in. Arms long, knees in. So, let's get to getting. We've got 30 seconds. Dip, ab crunch. Here we go. Ready, Em?
Ready.
All right. Dip, ab crunch. Dip, crunch. Good. Dip, crunch. Who's smiling? Have fun with it. Good. If this feels a little awkward, you can always do 15 seconds worth of dips and then 15 seconds worth of crunches. But this way I find gets me a little bit of a higher heart rate and is more proprioceptively challenging. Last one, which means hand and eye coordination or hand-body coordination. Good. Okay. Next we're going into side push-up. For the side push-up, you'll lie on your side. Duh, right, Jen? And then you're going to take the arm that's going to be on the floor, wrap it around your chest, just at the top of your ribs, or for the ladies, right at the sports bra. Come on down, mama.
Thought we were doing a demo.
Then from here, Hand comes down right in front of your shoulder, and then you'll push. So with these, we are gonna do 15 seconds here, and then we're going to come into 15 seconds of thread the needle, then we'll switch sides. So the knees can be bent. From here, when you're ready, Emily, push your bottom right shoulder off the floor, straighten your left arm, lower down, 15 seconds, up and down. Good. We are gonna go right into thread the needle after this. If you're not familiar with it, it's a side plank, and we're gonna reach the top arm or our left arm underneath the right rib and then reach it up to the sky. This is your last one, Emily. Good. Come into your side plank and then reach left arm up and then thread it as if you're trying to slap me 5. Exactly. Reach up and under. Up
Can my feet be stacked?
and under. You can stack them, you can stagger them, or you can drop the bottom knee down, which is a little bit easier. You have different options. This is our last one here. Reach it up and twist. Good. Opposite side. I'm gonna move my mic for a moment, guys, and just put it in front. Bottom arm wraps around, top arm anywhere between the shoulder and the elbow, and here we go. Straight up, back down. Straight up, back down. 15 seconds here. Remember to breathe, keep the abs tight. For those of you that want to make this harder, you can put your hand that's on the floor underneath a stack of books to make it a longer range of motion. Good, this is our last one, Emily. Come on down, and then side plank. Here we go. Reach up, thread the needle. Reach it up, thread the needle. Good, so you can stack, stagger, or bottom knee down. Reach it up, 5 more seconds. Last one here, and down. Good, all right. We've got one more, and I would like to think that I saved the best for last. Good. These are called down dog push-ups. They're an overhead shoulder press with body weight. And then we'll take that to a moving boat. Hands are down, and then you're going to keep booty in the air, lower down, down, and up. We are here for 15 seconds as well, and then we move to our boat pose. Nice and strong in the core, abs tight. You can make these less challenging by bending the knees, or make them more challenging by reaching a leg up. Let's do one more here. Come on down to your tushy, and boat pose. Arms reach up, legs out, legs in, out and in. Good, reach. If it's hard, hands can go on the thighs or down on the floor. Harder would be arms up. Let's do 5 more seconds, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hug the knees in. Grab some water, and then we're going to do it all over again.
Yay!
Nicely done. So, if you're looking for your express workout, that was it. Right around 20-25 minutes in between the baby napping, in between classes. Maybe it's early and you've got to head to work, but you woke up early and felt great and energized.
It's a great way to start the day.
Grab some water.
I did.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. 8 ounces for every 15 minutes.
Too busy yapping to see me drink.
Okay, let's do it again.
Ready?
So if you remember, or if you don't, we're gonna start out with Warrior 2 to Skandasana. Get the feet lined up. Reach the arms long. Check your form. Nice and wide in the legs. Knee over that pinky toe edge. Pinky crease on the back foot in line with your mat. All right, let's go to Skandasana. Here we go, 30 seconds. Skandasana, Warrior 2. Good. Remember to smile. Remember to breathe. Good. Deep bend in that right knee. Don't forget the knee when we come into the pose. Good. 5 more seconds here. And make this the last Skandasana and the last Warrior 2. Good. Step it. Switch it up. All right. If you're starting to get a little tired, take a break. Remember to breathe. Do the job that is best for you. Line up the hands, Warrior two, and here we go, Skandasana. Warrior two. Nice, Emily, it looks good. Long arms,
Sweating on my mat. so
Strong
it's
core.
slippery.
squeeze your glutes, and think about inner thighs engaged, and that'll help with the slippage on the mat. Last one here, last one here. Good. All right, bring it together. Next we come into our three-legged dog, knee to nose. This time we're doing knee opposite elbow. We're gonna take it up just a little bit more. You can stay knee to elbow, or for that greater challenge, right knee to left elbow, and then subsequently left knee to right elbow. Find your dog. Let's bring the right leg up, three-legged dog, knee to left elbow. Good, reach it up. Remember to round the shoulders, bring them over the wrist creases. You can most definitely stay here and reach, but you won't get much of the core, and you won't get as much of the shoulder complex, chest and back. Let's do two more here, and one. Good, switch it out. Left leg comes up, and here we go, left leg, right elbow, twist. Get those obliques firing. Remember to breathe. Middle fingertips to the top of your mat, shoulders over wrist, and have fun with it. Exercise is tough enough without really grudging through it. Try to make it as enjoyable as you can, knowing what the benefits are: strength, length, wellness, happiness, longer life. Last one here. Let's come up, cross over, and down. Ha. Good. Whew, whew. I am dripping with sweat and fitness. All right.
My.
Skandasana to goddess pose.
Okay.
We did left first, so let's come over to the right first.
Alrighty.
Feet come into a wide goddess. I'm gonna come with the hands out this time. Goddess pose, and then Skandasana on the right. Goddess pose, Skandasana on the right. Nice, Em. Good. Try to keep the chest lifted, core strong. It's tough when you're coming into a side lunge to keep the upper torso lifted. Try not to drop it down. Keep the back long and strong. 5 more seconds. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Excellent. Shake it out. Opposite side. Good. Okay. Ready?
I think so.
All right. Goddess pose. Here. Skandasana. Goddess pose. Chest is lifted. Reach the arms. Smiling?
Try.
Good. Let's do 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Shake it out. Yeah. A lot of thigh, a lot of quad.
Me.
Okay. We're coming into the hardest balance challenge of the circuit. Dekasana to our lunge. So you have 2 options on this second round. Keeping Dekasana arms or reaching straight up for the full pose, warrior and crescent. Right leg down, left leg back. Find warrior 3. Find your Drisdi. Hold. Good. Let's come into crescent lunge. Long and tall. Good. Back to warrior 3. Find your Drisdi. Good. Try to step right off of it as opposed to doing the step. And then if you're not sure what I mean, watch my back foot. So here's the step. That one, woo, and then the lift. Try to come right up. That one actually, as you can see, is harder on the balance. Come on back down. Let's do 1 more here. Try to come right off, lift. The strength is in that front leg, that right leg, and down. Good. Switch. Left leg forward. Right leg lifts. Reach the arms long. All right, crescent pose. Long, tall, and strong. Warrior 3. Remember, you can take Dekasana arms anytime. The longer the lever, the harder the work. So the arms overhead, a lot tougher. And down. Good. Let's do 2 more here. And down. 1 more. Reach long and strong. And down. Good. Step it together. Let's grab some water. Okay. Now we're back to our squat back leg balance kick. So Emily, I'm gonna come a little bit higher. You can come a little bit. Actually, you know what? Come a little bit higher so you don't kick the fence.
I kicked the fence last time.
Probably not so much fun.
Just gave me something to focus
Rock on. All right. Right leg down, left leg back, lead with the heel. Remember, full quadricep extension as opposed to a flick. You want that long length and strength. Here we go. Squat down, squat, kick back.
We're going back.
Squat, kick back. Did you go forward?
I did.
That's okay. We're going there soon. And you still had work doing. Work occurring, rather. I don't know if work doing is English.
Could be.
Yep, it's my English. It's Cardio Fit English. We're just making stuff up.
That's what fatigue does.
Heck yeah. Less oxygen to the brain. We make little boo-boos and little giggles. 1 more. Reach back. Switch. Remember, normal to feel the lower back on that one. Keep the abs engaged. Squat. Here we go. Squat. Kick back. Squat. Kick back. If the balance is challenging, take a wider space. Come to the width of your mat. Full length, side to side. If you want it a little bit more challenging, feet closer together. If you guys have been with me before, you know that my balance is always a little bit tough, so I'm gonna stay nice and wide. Susan's got great balance.
It's hard to
5
talk and
seconds.
focus.
Yeah. 1 more, and done. Good. Shake it. Okay, now we'll stagger.
All right.
Left side kick, front kick first.
Okay.
Balance is in that right leg. It's nice and soft. Hands are in guard. Find your target. Here we go. Side kick, front kick. Good. Find something that brings you energy, maybe something that challenges you, and think about it as your target. I'd be lying to say that I'm happy all the time. There are some things that maybe get under your skin. Use that as the motivating factor for that heel kick and push adversity back, push stress back. 1 more. Side and front. Good. Switch. Wipe the sweat off your chin.
Sun's making us hotter today.
Oh yeah.
Still love
Yep, it's a good thing I've got sunscreen on. Here we go. Side kick it. Side kick. Front. Lead with the heel. Whoa. Kick and kick the door down. Good. Push it back. And it's normal if you're not only feeling it in this kicking leg, but in the standing leg, because the quad is working isometrically, as well as the glutes, hamstrings, calves, all to help you stabilize. 3 more. 3. Count with me. Boom. 2. Boom. 1 more. 1. Good. Kick. Nice job.
Feels good to scream it out.
It does. It really does. I love counting down. Okay. Burpees. Whoosh.
Get
Burpee
it.
mountain climber. Let's do it. 30 seconds worth of heaven. Haha. Come on down on the knees. And here we go. Mountain climber. 1, 2. Jump it in and up. Remember, you can step out. You can jump it. Your choice. I just want to make sure you're moving and you're getting the heart rate up. Whew. Yep. We're almost there. We've got 10 seconds left, Emily. For you at home,
That's nothing.
last 5 seconds. Here we go. 1 more. Down, out, mountain climber, in, up. Woohoo! Good.
Did it.
Yeah, we did. Next one is push-ups, plank, knee in. Let's come on down. Knees or toes, your choice. Line up the hands. And here we go. Push up, knee in, knee in. Strong in the core, shoulders down away from the ears. Notice if they're rising up. Notice you're squinching your face in stress. You're wasting excess energy. Try to soften the face and breathe and think about how it feels to already be done because we are so close. One more. Here we go, last push up. Last knee in and down. Good. Woo. Let's use this time to grab a little water. And then we're almost there. All right, we grabbed some water. We've got 3 more rounds. Let's do it. Superset, baby. Dips. Come on down. So we are gonna change it up. Second round. Second round's all about changing up, making it a little bit harder. We're gonna do 15 seconds full dips and then 15-second full crunches. Okay, line up the hands. I am actually going to use these, which is going to make it a little bit harder, but a little bit easier on my wrist. So here we go with the dips. 15 seconds, down and up. Good. Keep the abs tight. And remember to bend at the elbows. It's not a booty drop. You've got to find that bend and extend in the elbow joint. Otherwise, you're just doing a tushy lift, which is perfectly fine if you want to work your boot more. But remember those upper arms in tricep tank tops, bathing suits, strappy dresses. Good, I know that's more than 15, so let's take it down. Crunches, arms long, legs long, and hug it in, extend, hug it in, extend. Good, core strong. Back and stay down the whole time, Emily. Emily's actually doing a harder version of these, which is a V-sit. So you can do either one. But we do have those boat poses, which is V-sit coming up. Let's do 2 more here and 1 more. Good, hug the knees in, roll it up. Good, side push up to thread the needle. If you remember, come onto your side, and then the arm that's closest to the floor hooks right at the top of the ribs. The knees are bent. Again, for those of you that want to make it harder, stack up on magazines, put your hands on that water bottle, and push straight up to make it harder. 15 seconds, here we go. Remember to breathe. Good, looking good. Keep it clean. If you're plopping down, to keep it a little shorter, maybe only come halfway up. 3 more seconds. Let's do 1 more, and down. Good. All right, side plank, thread the needle. 15 seconds on, and here we go. Thread it and lift it. I'm gonna stagger the feet just because I'm feeling a little wobbly. Always work to your challenge level. No reason to work past it, because that's where injury comes. And then we end up pooping out. We don't get as much work done. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Work smarter, not harder.
It's Jen's motto.
Yeah. I've learned the hard way. I've injured myself so many times hot dogging it. It's not worth it. In the long run, it takes longer to recover. You miss out on all that good time you could have been working out. Hand down, push it up. Straight and down. Remember, keep it clean. If you're plopping, then maybe skip a rep or only come up halfway and then down. 5 more seconds. 3 more. 2, 1, done. Side plank. Stacker, stagger. Forearm down, palm or fist. Tushy is up, up, up. Here we go. Thread. Reach it under. The more you can twist and bring your hips down toward the floor, bring your chest down to face the floor like a regular plank, the more you're gonna work the obliques. If that's too hard, keep the body and just move the arm. 1 more here and down. All right, we've got 1 more superset. So let's make it the best one yet. Down dog push-ups to our moving boat pose. Let's line the hands up. Downward facing dog. Maybe you lift a leg, it is your choice. Here we go, 15 seconds. Down and up. Harder, 1 leg. Easier, bent knees. lead with the crown of the head. 5 more here. 5, nice and strong. 4, core engaged. 3, booty up. Last 2, 1 more here, down and up. Push, knees down, boat pose. Here we go. Right on the tush. So here's what you were doing before. You can choose hands here, here, or here. 15 seconds, here we go. And pull it in. Lower your reach down, harder it is to come back up. Good, smile. Last 5 seconds, Emily, we're gonna try to reach those arms up. Here we go, arms up. 5, 4, 3, it's hard to get up and down. 2, it is, and 1. Hug the knees in, and let's roll onto our backs. Oh, job well done.
Yes.
Good. Let your spine release. Let your sacrum come down to the floor. So if you're not sure, that's your lower back, right around your tailbone, which is your coccyx. So lower back, all that part of the horse's tail, or the bottom of the spine, where all the muscles, nerves tend to fuse in. From here, let's drop both knees over to the right and bring the arms over to the left. Your gaze can either be to your left side or over to your right. It's your choice. Breathe. Yep. Let all that good stuff sink in. This is just as important as the workout. Switch sides, bring the knees together. Opposite side, hands come to the other side. It's a lot of the word side. Oh. I have to laugh, especially at myself. Hopefully you guys at home laugh at me too. If it ain't fun, it ain't worth doing.
So true. Working out should always be fun.
Good, let's bring the knees together, and then we're gonna rock and roll up to a seated position. So maybe you take a few rocks, and if this doesn't feel good on the back, you can gently push yourselves up. Good, straighten the legs. We're gonna take seated forward fold. Inhale the arms up. On the exhale, fold forward, lead with the chest as though there's a string from your chest to your toes. You have a choice of grabbing yogi toes here, elbows bend, or grab at the heels. Drop the head down and take 3 cleansing deep breaths, your own pace. Feel your glutes on the ground. Feel it root down to the earth. Notice the shoulders dropping. Notice the heart rate coming down. Notice the breath slowing. Good, let's slowly roll it up. Let's take a front shoulder press here. And then an overhead tricep. Switch to the opposite side, front shoulder press first. And then an overhead tricep press. And release. Let's bring the feet together, soles of the feet together in butterfly stretch, or what we call Baddha Konasana. You can hug onto the whole foot, or again, hold onto yogi toes. And then from here, chest tall, bend the elbows, lead with the chest, and then lower down. This is a bigger groin stretch. When we did this before with the straight legs, we were aiming for hamstring. Now we're going for inner groin.
Can definitely feel it.
Slowly come up. And then I'm gonna have you stack left leg in front of right, and then walk the hands forward. You'll be surprised where you feel this. Should be left hip, left glute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those surprising ones. Looks like you're not going to feel much, and it's a lot. Try to breathe through it. If it's too much on the forearms, like Emily and I are, you can be here on tented fingers, and then again, lead through the chest and bend the elbows until you get the stretch. For those of you that may not be feeling this, if you're more flexible, you can most certainly stack the ankle over the foot, but you can see my knee is too high. You want them to be at the same height. Let's switch to the other side. So, depending on how your flexibility differs, either leg in front, so you can already see I'm tight in the hip flexors, so my knee is higher. For those of us, Emily, you may want to try it. You can stack the ankle over the opposite knee. See how that feels, but you should elicit that stretch in the bum, right hip. Breathe into it. Again, tented fingers, perfectly fine. Good, let's slowly bring it up. And then let's take one sweep of the arms up to the ceiling. I'm gonna move out so that you and I have enough room. Inhale the arms up, hands to heart center. Bow the chin to the chest. And then just take a moment to think about all of the good work that you've done. Think about the fact that we can move in this way and that there are others that are not able to. We rejoice in the fact that our body allows us this rhythm and this flow and this ability to move in such a way that we can continue to challenge ourselves and make ourselves happier, healthier, and even stronger today from next. Thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye.